I'm back. I wanted to make sure that I got the link for the Thomas recipe so that I could put it down below in the description so that you guys can reference that while I go down the Thomas recipe with you. All right, so the Thomas recipe is basically just kind of a list of skeletal, sorry, random. So it's basically a list of supplements and vitamins and things that you can do to help also ease your withdrawal symptoms. Now, the only difference is that I recommend taking this with the kratom. So my personal recommendation is that when you're doing what I'm hoping that you're doing is a wean down, which I know can be uncomfortable, that's what this is kind of for in the beginning, I think. So if you can, they suggest having a week off of work. I don't know how plausible that is for some of you out there, but even being a homemaker, it was hard for me to take the full week off. But the kratom did help combat a lot of the symptoms. So the Thomas recipe basically is you're going to start, if you can get access to a couple of benzos, not a lot, but a Xanax, a Valium, a Klonopin, and Ativan, just something to help with your sleep. Just for the first 2 or 3 days, just so your body can rest, because you are detoxing. You're still detoxing. So it's personal call. I would recommend it, but again. Then we have your multivitamin. And you're going to want to take that every day with most of these you're going to want to take with food. I know that sounds totally crazy. Again, if you're weaning down and you're weaning down properly, they suggest, I think, 25 to 33% down every 3 days, something like that. You shouldn't really be experiencing a whole lot of uncomfortableness. Imodium, if you have the runs. So benzos for sleep, a multivitamin taken with, like this is my little, I did a workout too. This is my little after workout shake. It's got a banana, peanut butter. I was actually able to keep these down with the kratom and the Thomas recipe without pain pills. So it's possible to eat. It's a miracle. You don't get dehydrated. L-Tyrosine, 500 milligram capsules. L-Tyrosines are an amino acid. They help increase production of dopamine and decrease stress. So, can't go wrong there. B6 helps metabolize everything. I like a B complex because B complexes give you energy. They help you metabolize, all that kind of good stuff. If you find yourself not being able to eat or not being able to hold down a banana, do get potassium. Magnesium is one that they didn't really put on there, but magnesium is more for the chronic pain patient because the magnesium is going to help with your muscles and your bones. So if you're a pain patient like I am, I would suggest the magnesium. Potassium helps obviously with muscle aches. And then I also added dopamine to mine. It's the Mucunu. I don't even know how to say it, but you'll find it. It's at GNC, Vitamin Shop, whatever. Just Google dopamine, and it, just like it sounds, it helps increase dopamine also. So, and that's the whole point of this, is because again, PAWS is so significant. And I guess I'll do a video on that too, because I don't want to take up too much time on this one. But PAWS stands for post-acute withdrawal syndrome. That is the time that your brain is trying to get those receptors out of atrophy from being just flooded with opiates, creating endorphins and dopamine for it. It's got to learn how to cycle through. So these things should help. I suggest, again, doing it during that last week of your wean down before you add the kratom to it. And then, get into kratom, how to add it in, what dosage to start with, what strains, things like that. But Thomas recipe, I will put the link below. And that way, like I said, you can have it as a reference to go by. And good luck, and stay strong.